What's up, guys? It's your girl Maccouture from Maccouture Crafting, and yes, I'm in Batu. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I'm in Batu and I needed to shoot an intro, so here we are. Today we're talking about the Crayola Quilt. You guys, I am doing this series about things that are important to me that really have made an impact on my life, my creative journey, and Crayola is absolutely it. It was probably my first experience with mixing and putting down color, and most people have a relationship with Crayola, and I've just always walked past the aisles and seen it, and it just makes sense to me to try to do this. So if you'd like to see how it comes together, keep watching. All right, bye-bye. All right, guys, we are at one of my favorite areas in my Joann Superstore in Torrance, California, and this is the Choose Your Own Crayon Factory area. Isn't that cool? I think if you guys check my other video, you'll see it when it's fully stocked, because the crayons are cool and people love to buy them. So you get to choose your tin, pick your crayons, and then you get to get coloring. Crayola has been such a big part of my childhood, and I just think some of the things that they offer now are so cool. I wish they had had them when I was around before. Look at this, super duper cool. Hold your crayons for you. I like this. I might get this to hold some of my quilty things. Then we've got old school. Everybody used to want that right there, the 64 with the sharpener on the back. What? You see it? Look, it's got the sharpener on the back. Then we've got the washable markers. I'm actually going to need to grab a pack of those. Twistable crayons. Those actually mark on batting, if you've ever wanted to know. It's super random, but it does. And then we've got the old school markers, nice and big for little people hands and my hands. And they even have color of the world markers, which is super cool, because now you get different shades of flesh tones, which is awesome. We've got sidewalk chalk, which is going to be super popular right now because of the summertime. We've got the super tips. I mean, you just have anything your heart could desire when it comes to markers now. Colored pencils galore. We have watercolor pencils. We have this ones that smell good. I mean, Crayola has just expanded so much. It's so awesome to see all the different things you can get. Oh, look at the Twistables. Colored pencils, nice. Again, random fun fact, these right here will mark on batting. If you've ever tried to mark batting, you will know it is very difficult. I go on ahead and put those in a pencil sharpener and sharpen them to a fine tip and mark my batting like that when I need to do like a quilt as you go, something like that. Then we've got all kinds of coloring books here. Disney coloring books. That makes me very happy. Neon crayons. Colors of the world crayons. Pearl crayons. Model Magic air dry clay, which I do enjoy using from time to time. It's amazing the kinds of things that I've used over the years and how a lot of them have been Crayola. We've got glitter dots. You can push them and mold them and make them into your jewelry and keychains and things. And then we have the big Model Magics here. Again, Crayola has been such a cool part of our lives. I think everybody has a relationship with Crayola at some point. So I decided to do a whole quilt based on Crayola. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. I have cut some strips, and I would love to be able to tell you the sizes, but I think it's 1.25, 1, 1.25 and 5.5. That feels right. I think that's what it is. I don't know that anybody would ever duplicate this quilt because I don't know that anybody loves Crayola as much as I do, but this is what we're going for. I know these two strips look the same size, and they very well might be, but I think they are slightly different, and that's how much care I'm trying to put into this. We'll see. So now I'm just going to sew this strip set up and make sure I press it really, really well. And then we'll go on and add the large yellow and the large dark green and see if we can't get a good angle on this. So I made my strip set, and now I am marking how far up I need this to go. I didn't really understand exactly how this piecing was going to work because I'm, you know, kind of working improvisationally right this second. So what I'm doing here is I know that I need the yellow to overhang here, and I know that I need a straight line for a lot of yellow, like right here. And so I am just marking where I want to start sewing. If I started sewing here, I would get this angle, and I'm trying to square this off because I really want the quilt to pretty much look just like this. So we are going to start the piecing of this guy right about here, and this is just the width of the fabric. I'm not sure if I'm going to need to extend this piece yet. I haven't decided. And that's kind of going to decide on the green, which I'm going to start sewing. You can't see this at all. I'm going to start sewing the dark green around in this area. And so I'm not exactly sure if this will give me the full length of this fabric. We shall see. I hope this isn't too confusing. If you're a novice, it probably is. But if this is what you do, you probably see where I'm going here when you offset these. So I'm losing a lot of fabric right here, but you know, I'm okay with that. We will just add it to the scrap bin, but I'm going to start sewing this right here, and then I'm going to sew all the way down. So I'm going to cut the dark green at 15 inches. And I might as well cut another one because I realized that these are two ginormous blocks that will probably be somewhat identical. So we are going to just go on ahead and cut another strip at 15. I bought a lot of this fabric because this fabric came from Ventura, and who's going back to Ventura anytime soon? Not I. All right, so we have our two dark green strips, and these strips are not going to start at the top either. I'm going to show you where I'm going to start these. So this probably looks crazy to you, and I can understand why. And I have no idea which side is the top. Oh yes, I do this side because this is going to be on my left. And then for the other one, well, we'll just cross that bridge when we get there. But anyway, I am going to start sewing this at, I know I marked it. Here it is right here. I'm going to start sewing this guy at this mark because when I get my 30-degree angle, otherwise it would just be a super waste to start up there. So I'm going to open this guy up and put it just like this, and I'm literally going to start sewing about right here. so that I can get what I need. All right. And that this is a better angle so you can see how off this is. I know it looks crazy, but I think we're ready to cut it. Let's go. I'm actually on the other side of my cutting table, and because of the way that I need to cut this, we are just going to grab we're going to mark it, and then we're going to grab a super long ruler and do it that way, because yeah, it's just weird and awkward, but no worries. We're going to keep pushing through. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Yeah, we're going to keep going. And this is what we have so far. So I'm going to just keep plugging away and pin, 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 and sew this together. So I pinned like the Dickens, and it came out fine. So my points match up really well, or at least good enough for me. And so I cut the top already. Now I just need to take it on down, and it looks like the furthest that I can take it is to right here, which is fine. I'm cool with that. So I'm going to just take off these edges, and then we should have a rectangle, and my quilt will be done. Well, you know, the quilt top will be done. Well, I pulled it off. I squared it up. I just folded it down the center and then just chopped it off. So right now it's 14 and 14. Did I do 14 and 14? I'm thinking about chopping it off just a little bit more to give it maybe just, I really wanted it 12 by like 40 something, and if I chop it off a little bit more, I'll get like an inch. You guys can't see, an inch right here, and that's kind of, hold on, I'll show you. I wanted a little bit more of this green on this side showing, and one of the ways to do that is to cut in a little bit more. So maybe I will, or maybe I will leave well enough alone, because I am a queen of not knowing when to stop. So this quilt is awesome. I love it, love it, love it. I am going to face it. This looks so good faced. I am here for it. I can't wait to take it out and get some good pictures of it. It looks really good. See the edges? It looks good. I'm pleased. Very, very pleased.